joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. We're in Toronto for some Raptors basketball. The home crowd is ready to go. Now, here's Ball.
Wonderful anticipation that time from Purtle, positioning himself perfectly to send that one back.
It's Barrett on the wing. Raptors moving the ball around. Here's Barnes. Rebound by Williams. The 2022 Rookie of the Year, Scotty Barnes, GA. He had a terrific rookie year, as we know. His second year may have fallen off a little bit.
Yeah, it was a bit stagnant for Scotty, but man, he had a monster third year, making his first All-Star game. The playmaking of Barnes especially took a leap.
Basket good.
Boy, Ball plays with so much confidence. You know this guy believes in what he can do, including finding ways to score it inside.
For three, Ingram. And again, Toronto no up. Here's the Hornets with the ball. And Green slams it in.
Oh, fellas, that was a vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one.
Well, guys, I'm glad they didn't try because I don't want anybody to get hurt out there.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And, you know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Now here's Ingram. Over Miller. Got a piece of it.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And you cannot leave anybody open on Ball's team because this guy is excellent at finding his teammates.
And so here's Toronto following the bucket by the Hornets. Barnes with it. 6 to shoot. Yep, that one goes.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Williams. Outside, Green. Ball from long range. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes. And the Raptors off to a slow start. 4-point game. In recent seasons, the Charlotte Hornets, Clark, have been very active in the trade market.
Well, it seems like they're always wheeling and dealing. I mean, they're on a quest for that perfect fit lineup, moving pieces around, trying to find the right recipe for success.
The Raptors making a switch here. And the defense of this Raptors team, Greg, they are built to switch.
And it's no accident with their roster construction. They like having wings that can guard all 5 positions. Makes defending a much easier prospect.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, the new leadership in Charlotte has made it clear that it's not going in for quick fixes. The goal is sustained success, building with youth and development. Call it roster flexibility or a blank slate. But with some promising young players and more health, there's nowhere to go but up. Kevin?
Health is huge. That's the hope. Hey, David, thank you. Here's Ingram, following the score by Charlotte. Green with the rebound.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And it's slammed in by Williams.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possessions.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Out to the right wing. Pass to Boucher. Quickly with it, guarded by Kerr. Here's Abaji. 5 to shoot. Raptors need to get a shot. And again, Toronto no up.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Diabate. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And here's quickly for three. And the Raptors miss again. Here's Charlotte now. They're on a 12-3 run right now. Here's Smith. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Here's Diabate. He has yet to score. Takes it off the glass.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
And so it's Charlotte going into the break with a 10-point lead. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. What stands out to you guys from the Hornets in this one?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
Back to Barnes. Clark, we've got some incredible talents in this league, and you know how skilled big men are today. Wow, it is something to watch.
It really is, Kevin. I mean, you almost feel like every 7-footer in the league is a capable perimeter shooter that can consistently make threes. Man, the game has certainly changed, and I actually enjoy it. I mean, the evolution of big guys being able to stroke it that consistently is pretty fun to watch.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
That one falls.
And such a polished player near the basket. Nurkic feels comfortable taking those in-close shots.
To the paint. Here's Abaji.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way. Clark, the 2021 Rookie of the Year, LaMelo Ball, and the only thing holding him back now is his health.
It certainly is, and it's unfortunate because he's a talented, fun-to-watch player. He's already missed a bunch of games early in his career, but he is the total package as a point guard now. Great length at 6'7", and I still think he has MVP potential. It's a matter of can he stay on the floor.
Good on the three-point shot.
The defense must honor Ball's three-point shot. He's more than ready to snipe away if you give him the opportunity to do so.
Back to Barnes. Five on the clock. Pulls it up. And again, Toronto no luck. Hornets leading by 9.
Raptors foul. A.J. Watson. That's his first personal foul. First team foul. Substitution.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Here's Ball. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Jakob Poeltl.
You know, we all know about the flair and sizzle to LaMelo Ball's game. The highlight reel plays, all of that is great, but I also like the fact that he's got great length at the point guard position, which presents a lot of problems at both ends.
Pass to Shed. Raptors moving the ball around. Now here's Ingram. It's tipped.
Well, you see the defensive prowess there. I mean, I love when Okogie gets up and sends it back. Not many guys of his size can do that.
Here's Ball. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Ball's got the lead up to 13 now for Charlotte. Ingram wide open. Drills it from outside. Ingram's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Ball feeling it out a bit. From outside the arc. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Out to the right wing. Pass to Shed. This one for three. Rebound by Williams. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Again, Ball missing.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And here is Pirtle. Back to Ingram. Fade away. It drops for his second made shot of this game. An unimpressive 2 of 7, though.
A terrific score from the mid-range. Ingram knows how to use his size and touch from there.
Here's Bridges. Can't connect from 13 feet out. Raptors trail by 8. 1:06 left in the first half of basketball. Pass to Mobo. Here's Walter. Covered by Miller. Shot clock at 6. Back to Pirtle. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
There's no stopping Pirtle when he has the ball in that spot. Just abusing the defense down in the paint.
Here's Ball. And Ball slams it in.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Free throw off from Ball. One thing about LaMelo Ball, he can really take over at times, Greg, when he's healthy and playing well.
And a lot of that is just his feel for the game. He processes quickly and then has the talent to execute. It's pretty hard to stop him when he's in the flow.
To the middle. Here's Quickly. Barrett wide open. He fires. Traps in the tray.
Well, the numbers show it. R.J. Barrett much more comfortable shooting from the corner.
Back to Ball. There's the triple. Can't hit that one. A 3 from Barnes. LaMelo Ball getting it done for the Charlotte Hornets. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with them. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Raptors trail by 5. Barnes outside. And the dunk by Barnes.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Inside. Here's Quickly. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That's on Miles Bridges.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
They kick it out to Green. Charlotte moving it around. Miller outside. Here's Ball with the three. That's in, coming off an assist from Miller. Ball's got 14 points.
Well, you got to love how quick Ball's shot is. Doesn't take a lot of time to get himself squared up. We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Pass to Green. Outside Williams. Bridges outside. Charlotte needs to get a shot. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And here is Quickly. Pass to Barrett. Now here's Barnes. To the inside. Good. Quickly's got 4 this quarter.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
With every passing season, Quickly's role seems to expand.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, he's had to prove himself over and over. And now that he has, I don't think you find nearly as many doubters as he had when he first came into the league.
Charlotte making a switch here.
Boy, I like the way Pirtle uses his 7-foot frame. So skilled in how he earns calls, draws fouls on his way up with the shot.
This is his first free throw of the game. Clark with the Hornets, they were hit with injuries as hard as any team in the NBA in the 23-24 season.
Kevin, I couldn't agree with you more. They were so unfortunate in that regard, and it's not anything you can control, and it made it almost impossible for them to have a productive season because of those injuries.
That's a 2 from Smith. He's off on that one. And Barrett has got the ball here for Toronto. Trailing by 2. Pass to Barnes. Back to Barrett. Here's Ingram. Down to 5 on the shot clock. For the tie. And it's good on the layup. Ingram's got the game tied up here for the Raptors.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
Timeout, timeout. I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Pass to Abaji. Back to Quickly. Down low. Here's Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Boy, Pirtle is a guy that plays with a lot of force. I mean, when he's near the basket, the defense better watch out for the dunk.
The Hornets on offense. Outside Curry. Smith for 3. And Pirtle pulls it down. Opportunity here for them to take their first lead of the game.
And this is where you need to be aggressive and make it happen.
Inside for the lead. And Miller with the block.
And good length and athleticism give Miller an advantage at the defensive end.
Out to Smith. Pass to Bridges. Over Quickly. Charlotte again missing. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Well, let's see how they play the clock. You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage.
Fellas, that's exactly why they look to get him the ball around the rim. I mean, it's either a dunk or free throws every time. How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
Pass to Pirtle. Raptors moving the ball around. Agbaji can't get it to go. Now Bridges. Stripped away. Here's Mobo. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And we wrap up the third and looking to be an exciting fourth quarter. We'll be back.
The Hornets, 36.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far with this fourth quarter. Sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Now Ball. And Ball slams it in.
Ball showing a lot of effervescence on the offensive end, and it's probably infectious for the rest of his squad.
Pass to Shed. Rebound by Nurkic. Charlotte in the lead. Ball with it. Shot on the wing. Doesn't go that time.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
To the inside. Castleton. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, guys. Got a chance to listen in on Darko Rajakovic during the huddle. The message was simple. Keep fighting. Coach told his team, we're in this. We just need some extra effort. Let's go. See if they can come back. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
And you watch Miller, he keeps the defense on its heels. They don't know what he's going to do.
Clark, we've all heard the comparisons. Brandon Miller plays a lot like a young Paul George.
And you know, it makes a ton of sense when you consider that Paul George is Brandon Miller's favorite player. So he spent a bunch of time studying how PG gets it done and putting those moves into his own book bag.
Pass to Walter. 6 on the shot clock. Lawson outside. Fires the three. And the Raptors miss again. Hornets leading by 4. Here's Miller. Yep, that one goes in there.
And that's the elite shot-making skill from Brandon Miller.
Here's Battle. And again, no good by Toronto.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Pass to Nurkic. Here's Ball. Rebound by the Raptors.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
A 3. Mobo can't hit. Smith in the posts. The kick out to Ball. Lets it go from the wing. The offensive rebound. Pass to Nurkic. Now Smith. Intercepted. Driving the lane. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Here's Walter. And that one. Good.
Vital basket there. This is just the time and really just the situation when he looks to take over.
And you know that's right. I mean, he's looking to put his stamp all over this game.
And timeout is called by Charles Lee. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Several teams changing it up here. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Bridges brings a toughness to his team's interior scoring because of his athleticism, physicality, and aggressiveness.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
It's showing off a really smooth stroke there, and that will add to their lead.
Quickly with it. Pass to Ingram. Shot clock at 5. And he converts the layup.
Ingram is used to providing big baskets for his team. A dominating performer who comes up big in an effortless way in these moments.
Banked in off the glass. Bulls got 20.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
And it goes for the 5th time in 10 shots for him this game.
Well, you know, Ingram's length is really an asset inside. It allows him to work over and around defenders.
To the paint. Here's Green. Nice D from Barrett. Raptors trailed by 4. Here's Purdy. .55 seconds left to play in the final quarter. It falls! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down. Good offense squaring up against better D there. Got to appreciate that stop.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. And he is unable to get the second one. And the Raptors with the ball. Here's Quickly. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. A second chance effort. Offensive rebound. The kick out to Barnes. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Ingram with the steal. It counts.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
And they go to the intentional foul.
That's his second personal foul.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
Good composure from the line there. Those shots sealed it.
Toronto calls timeout. Guys, what do you think?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
You know, maybe working on their 60-second drill, even if it doesn't pay off tonight, maybe for the future.
And so it's Charlotte with the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded